Subscribe to Emmanuel Tutorials and press the bell icon for notifications.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Emmanuel Tutorials. Today we'll be seeing the inverse Laplace transform. So a question related to the inverse Laplace transform where we will be using uh, the partial fraction method, and we'll be finding the inverse Laplace transform of the signal x of, or the Laplace transform x of s is equal to minus 5s minus 7 upon s plus 1 into s minus 1 up into s plus 2, and the ROC of the signal is given, that is minus 1. It's between minus 1 and plus 1. So we can first plot the ROC on the s plane, sigma j omega, and s is a real part of s, or the ROC is lying between s equal to 1 and s equal to minus 1. So it will be something, this is also included like this. This is the ROC which is specified. Now this will help us to find out the proper inverse Laplace transform of, or the x of t values. So let's start. X of s is given as minus 5s minus 7 upon s plus 1 into s minus 1 into s plus 2. Now by partial fraction method we know that this can be represented as a1 or a upon s plus 1 plus b upon s minus 1 plus c upon s plus 2. So what will this give us? Minus 5s minus 7 upon those values will be equal to a into s minus 1 s plus 2 plus b into s plus 1 s plus 2 plus c into s plus 1 into s minus 1 upon the LCM, which is s plus 1 into s minus 1 into s plus 2. Now what we'll do is just substitute s value equal to 1, minus 1 and minus 2, so that we can find out the values of a, b and c. So for that we can just cancel the denominators, so only the numerators will be left. For that, first for s equal to minus 1. So when s equal to minus 1, what we'll get is the b term and c term will get cancelled, because minus 1 will be here, the whole term will become 0, minus 1 plus 1, minus 1 plus 1. So only a term will remain. So we can write minus 5 into minus 1 minus 7 equal to a into minus 1 into minus 1 plus 2. A into minus 1 into minus 1 plus 2. So this will give us plus 5 minus 7 will be minus 2. A into minus 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. So A is 1. We got the value of A. Now next again for S is equal to plus 1. We'll have minus 5 into 1 minus 7 is equal to, now when S is 1, which terms will be not there? A term and C term. So only B will remain. So it will be B into minus 1, 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 2. B into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 2. So this will be minus 5 minus 7 is minus 12 is equal to B into 2 into 3, and 2 into 3 is 6. So B will be minus 12 by 6, which is minus 3. Next is for C. For that what we'll do is S is equal to minus 2. So for S is equal to minus 2, A and B terms will get cancelled and we'll have only the C term. So minus 5 into minus 2 minus 7 is equal to C into minus 2 plus 1 minus 2 minus 1. Minus 2 plus 1 minus 2 minus 1. So this will give us 10 minus 7 is 3, 5 into 2, and C into 1 minus 2 is minus 1, minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. So C into 3, so C is equal to 1. So we have got the values of A, B and C. Now we will proceed to find out the inverse Laplace transform. Before that, we'll just write the equation or the expression that we have got. It will be 1 upon S plus 1 plus minus 3 upon S minus 1 plus 1 upon S plus 2. This will be our x of S. Now to find out the inverse Laplace transform, it will become very easy because we know the inverse of the forms of 1 by S minus A. So always the exponential term will be e raised to this A term. So here for us it will be e raised to, for 1 upon S plus 1 will give us A value equal to minus 1. So here it will be e raised to at. E raised to at means e raised to minus t. Now the u of t part we will find out by the ROC. So that we will do after some time. Before that we will write the exponential terms. Here A is 1. So e raised to at is e raised to t. And here A is minus 2. So e raised to minus 2t. Now for the u of t part, what we will see is the ROC. Now in this case, S is equal to minus 1. So the pole is lying at the LHS part. And our ROC which is given is greater than minus 1. So it is at the right hand side of S is equal to minus 1. So can we say that it's a right-handed signal? So it is always multiplied by u of t and not u of minus t. So let's do that. Next is S is equal to plus 1. S is equal to plus 1. Our ROC is less than S is equal to plus 1. The pole at plus 1. So signal is a left-handed signal. So can we say that we have to multiply it by u of minus t? So it will be multiplied by u of minus t. Now next, third term, S is equal to minus 2. So for S is equal to minus 2, our pole is lying at the LHS side, left hand side of S plane. And at the left hand side of S plane, we can see that the ROC is greater than minus 1. And our pole is here. So can we say that it's a right-handed signal? So again, it's going to be multiplied by u of t. U of t and u of t, u of minus t because of ROC is at the left hand side. So hope you understood this concept, the way we have solved this problem. If you have any doubt related to this video or any other videos, or if you would like tutorials to be made on any of the concepts which you have doubts on, please mention them in the comments of any of our videos. If your doubt is in the form of an image, please send it to edututorials252@gmail.com and mention in the comments of any of our videos that you have sent it so that I may go through the mail. Please like, share and subscribe to Emmanuel Tutorials for more. Thank you.
Subscribe to Emmanuel Tutorials and press the bell icon for notifications.